Hi folks, and thanks for tuning into this video tutorial. I'm Avani of the Caribe Yoga Academy, and I'm happy to share some tips, benefits, and contraindications for the pranayam practice Kapalabhati. Kapala is a Sanskrit word that means skull, and pati means shining or illuminating. So this is the skull shining breath. It's very fiery, so there are some contraindications. Please stay tuned for those before you come into the practice. So according to the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, this is very nurturing for your whole brain, probably why it earned the name the skull shining breath. It's going to be really energizing, awakening, uplifting, and induce fire or Agni to your system. Because of that, it's really going to support or assist your metabolism, your process of digestion, and your third chakra or Manipura. So building a lot of fire. So it's stoking for Pitta dosha in that fire building sense, and also it's going to be very pacifying for Kapha dosha. So if you're feeling kind of slow, sticky, heavy, this will be a great pranayam practice to kind of lighten you up and kick you out of that. It's deeply detoxifying. We're going to be creating more access to the oxygen and increasing the oxygen in our blood and increasing the circulation. So if you need a wake up, this is going to be your go-to pranayam. There are lots of contraindications. So pregnant folks should not practice this pranayam. Those with very, very high or very, very low blood pressure, this is not going to be the best one for you. As well, anyone with ulcers, any type of hernia, recent surgery on any of the organs, as well as sinus or lung or throat congestion or infection, and any sort of pressure or condition in the eye, such as glaucoma. If you have further questions on if this is a good practice for you, please talk to your medical professional. So let's move through a couple of rounds.
So first you'll want to make sure that you're in the most comfortable seat for your practice, either crisscross ankles, Sukhasana. You can sit back on your heels as in Vajrasana that I'll be doing, or even find a chair or come to standing. Begin by taking a few rounds of natural breath. I like to bring my hands to my belly so I can really tune in to the diaphragm movement, which will be really rocking and rolling here in a moment. A few rounds of natural breath. And then as you're ready to begin, come up to about 2/3 of your lung capacity. Only to about 2/3. And then start to exhale sharply through both nostrils. Your inhale will happen passively. You don't even have to think about it. It's kind of an automatic function. So short, sharp, active, forced exhales through your nostrils. Passive inhale. And that short, sharp exhale will thrust the diaphragm up quite rapidly, which will create that pumping or churning action of the lower belly. We'll take several rounds of 10 to 15 short and sharp breaths. But you can take this faster or even slower depending on where you're at with your pranayam practice and your relationship specifically to Kapalabhati. In between rounds, take a natural breath and then begin again. 10 to 15 breaths, short and sharp, forced exhalations. Feel the thrust upward of your diaphragm with the exhale. And then passive inhales that happen automatically. I'm going to turn to the side so you can get a little bit more of a visual of that pumping action of the abdomen of the diaphragm in case you haven't found access to it yet in your body. So it's a great idea to begin your Kapalabhati practice with rounds of 10 to 15 breaths. And think about doing 3 to 5 rounds as you first incorporate this into your practice.
Thank you for joining this tutorial. May you have an active and energized day ahead. Jai Bhagwan.